I'm Will Greenwald, and you're watching Loot Drop on Geek.com, and it's time for yet another subscription box unboxing. This one is new. It's an exclusive first look of the RetroPop box. This is retro stuff from the 70s and 80s. Not necessarily retro video games, but more like nostalgia for Gen X. And we're going to look at what's inside. I took some of the bigger stuff out to close the box, but let's start with a really cool shirt. Evel Knieval, which is a little bit before my time, honestly, but it's a nice shirt. And I know he jumped over stuff, and there have been a lot of cartoon parodies of him. Honestly, my closest reference would be Super Dave Osborne, so... Slightly sexist name, Wife Savers, Scratch and Sniff TV tray stickers. From Kitsch on the Rocks. Aight. Now, smaller stuff is in the box. It's a Yoda Pez dispenser. Not really sure how nostalgic that is because Pez never stopped. A Duncan yo-yo. This is the Imperial, which is it's a nice yo-yo. It's classic. If you're really into yo-yos, there are higher-end yo-yos you can get. The Omega Raider is my favorite. The one from Fangamer, the custom Earthbound one. But it's an Imperial yo-yo. It's just fun. And it's the yo-yo you had as a kid. Maybe, depending on how old you are. Do kids these days know what yo-yos are? Some Silver Age Marvel pins. And a selection of Tetris fridge magnets. So you can make your own Tetris screen. That's neat. Okay, if you're a millennial, Gen Y, gamer generation person looking into this and thinking, oh, retro, that's got to be NES and Sega Genesis, right? You'll be a little bit disappointed. But Gen Xers and guys who remember wood paneling and earth tones everywhere and listening to tapes, they might like the retro box. This is some cool, decades-old stuff. And this is something you really should not do. Think about how long ago the 70s were, or the 80s. Or think about that for kids today, the 80s are about as long ago as the 50s were when I was growing up. Oh, dear God. But that's not the only thing we're doing this month. There was another IndieBox, Apotheon, which is a 2D kind of God of War Metroidvania game where you were wronged by the gods and need to have your revenge. Let's see what's in the box. The regular stuff. The soundtrack. Instruction manual. DRM-free USB key, and, of course, Steam code on the box. And more stickers. But it also comes the mysterious scroll in gold cord with tassel. And what is inside is a map of the game. This is almost as good as a cloth map. But it's a scroll, so you know what? Yeah, it's gold. It's wrapped in like cord. It looks like a pocket Torah. I'm going to say this is as good as a cloth map. Mom, if you're watching this, I would not do that to the actual Torah. It also comes with an Apotheon mousepad and a poster from the game. Looks nice. And once again, this is an indie game that came out software only until IndieBox, and now it's a retail version that has cool stuff, including a scroll, which makes it pretty worthwhile. If you're a fan of the game. But if you're not, hey, it's a new indie game that you now have a physical version of with cool stuff and a fresh mousepad. For more subscribing stuff from many generations and decades and centuries, keep watching Loot Drop on Geek.com.